Okay, look, it's just asking for step 1. So that's, I mean, it's really asking, what's this? So it really is straightforward distributive property. I'm really hoping everyone in the class could get that, because that's, okay? How would we do this? There's many ways to do this. Algebraically, you divide by 2. Root x equals 10. Square both sides. So how easy is that? So it's just that. Okay. Now you want to read the question carefully. Now, 23 is asking for how many real solutions does it have. So you always questions like these, you always want to set these equal to each other. Now, there's many ways to do this. Here's what I would do. So x equals 0 because 0 times 0 equals 2 times 0. You divide both sides by x. So assuming it's not 0 this time, or 2. Right? That those two are going to work. So there has to be 2 answers, basically. 2 real solutions. Alright, 24, there's no answer choice, but you should be able to get the answer. So first you want to do this. I'm just going to do it this way because I feel like it. So you get x squared plus 10x plus 25. So I get x squared plus 10x plus 25 minus 6 is 0. Right, so it all comes down to solving this equation, basically. Okay, so it's going to be a quadratic formula, I think. Right? That's how you set it up, at least. Again, not too bad. Common sense. 44 divided by what is 4? So, I mean, 44 divided by 11 is 4, right? And no one's going to dispute that. So root x has to equal 11. Square both sides, you get 121. Here I'd use quadratic formula. A equals 1, B equals negative 20, C equals 51. So opposite of B plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4AC all over 2 times 1. Okay? So it's going to take a little bit of work. You're going to have to go do the work, and you're probably going to get a what the heck? B squared minus 4. So what happened here? Oh yeah, what am I doing? So I set this up way wrong. I mean, it's opposite of B is it's 20. That's my problem. So it's 20 plus or minus B squared is 400. Okay, so you'll eventually do that and you get the answer. Or you could just factor this out. You could factor it out. Something's going to work there. You can get this. Right, and then you get 17 and 3. Okay, so not too bad. I mean, here, if you're experienced, you just know that they're going to be lines that are parallel, so they never meet. Or you could just set the two y's together, and you get something that makes no sense. So it has to be no solution. Okay? Again, here, please just set up the quadratic formula. A equals 2, B equals 4. And you're going to have a calculator for many of these problems, so use your calculator. 2 times A is 4. So we're going to get, this right here is 16 minus, so we're going to get a negative, our answer has to have an I already can tell you that much. Alright, now you go ahead and solve that, but that's the setup. So just look at the steps here. I mean, all of them are making mistakes except for one. It looks like choice. Let's see. So all of them are making a lot of mistakes here. And I think it has to be B. That's the correct one. Right? The way I would do it is I would just solve it myself. Because when you're at this step right here, this step is correct. So it either has to be 1 or 4, 2 or 4. Yeah, at this step, you want to do this part first. And they did that. And here it did something weird. So it has to be that one. Okay, so y is -2 is always this way, opposite. Your height is -2, right? This distance is always -2. And then x is -2 is right here. So your intersection has to be W, A. Okay. Okay, so we'll stop there.